What is going on, everyone's? We are here and we are back with another episode of
Is My Point Valid?
Yes, indeed. I'm yours truly, Brandon D.
And I am Camille A. Stocker.
And the topic for today is going to be:
Do Black Lives Matter gun control?
Yes, indeed. And we're gonna first shout out Gothix. Would she be considered a conservative? I know she used to be liberal, and
Yeah, I think now she is.
They did. It's a lot of people who used to be liberal say, "Man, y'all made them run straight north to get away from y'all because y'all on some foolishness." But she is going to go off on the Rhode Island State Senate Committee about gun control and Black Lives and the correlation between the two. So let's listen. Hear what she got to say. We're going to commentate. Y'all know how we do. Get into it.
And members of the Senate Judiciary Committee. My name is Melissa Cardin. I live in Cranston, and I'm the executive director of the Rhode Island Coalition Against Gun Violence. I'd like to note that today, May 14th, it was 3 years ago today that the Buffalo mass shooting took place at the Tops supermarket. So 10 people who went out to the grocery store never came back because a white supremacist armed with a military-style weapon took their lives, and their communities obviously traumatized.
Vanessa, welcome to the Senate Judiciary. Please state your name. And if you're testifying on behalf of a group, please state that relationship as well.
Is this on? Okay. Hi, my name is Vanessa, and I'm just going to jump right into it. Let me start by asking a rhetorical question. Do Black lives really matter, or is this just a trendy slogan? Before writing this testimony, I took the liberty of researching some of the people supporting this bill, and unsurprisingly, many of them proudly label themselves as allies to the Black community and are committed to protecting and amplifying marginalized voices. And yet here I am, a Black resident of the state, feeling neither protected nor heard. Now, before I continue, I must confess that I actually reject identity politics. I don't like being stuffed into an ideological box simply because of what I look like. And I certainly don't appreciate being reduced to a checkbox to fit some political narrative. However, I sometimes have to highlight my identity as a Black woman to expose the hypocrisy of those who frequently pander to people who look like me. So again, how can anyone claim to support the Black community while pushing a bill that would disproportionately harm us? Make it make sense. You see, I've lived in Pawtucket most of my life, and for those of us who actually live here and aren't insulated by gated communities or safe suburban neighborhoods, you would know the effects of crime and violence firsthand, and more specifically, you would know that criminals, by definition, do not follow laws. I find it incredibly telling that the same folks who proclaim Black Lives Matter are the same ones who are quick to use predominantly Black neighborhoods as collateral damage for someone else's political agenda. And here I thought Rhode Island was against systemic racism. But what's more systemic than empowering the state to decide who gets to defend themselves? Historically speaking, that kind of control hasn't ended well. It's a tactic ripped straight out of the playbooks of some of the most brutal tyrants in history: Stalin, Mao, Hitler, Pol Pot. These men disarmed their citizens in pursuit of power, and millions of people lost their lives because of it. The only reason we haven't faced similar horrors in this country is because our founding fathers had the foresight to enshrine the Second Amendment, and it pains me to know that despite how much access to information we have, many would rather choose to ignore history and common sense in exchange for a false sense of security. And by the way, don't let the name fool you. The term assault weapon is designed to scare you into thinking this is just about big, scary weapons of war, but in reality, this ban would target literally thousands of commonly owned firearms that responsible citizens like myself have to use in high crime areas. And it's almost as if proponents of this bill believe that my community is either too naive or too stupid to read the fine print. So let me assure you, we have read the bill and we see right through it. My friends, I don't care about empty slogans or performative activism. Bad ideas have consequences regardless if these ideas are rooted in good intentions. And while many people sitting in this room may not feel the immediate sting of these consequences, this bill would still
Actually,
be
you will.
gambling with the
Mhm.
freedoms that countless Americans, past and present, have fought so hard to preserve. So let me close by going back to my original question. Do Black Lives matter? Does our freedom matter? If the answer is yes, then start acting like it. Start by respecting our right to protect ourselves and our families. Start listening to people who live in these communities and not those who parachute in for a photo shoot while pushing policies that they'll never have to live under. Because at the end of the day, no amount of virtue signaling will ever be a substitute for real safety and real freedom. And I refuse to sit quietly while lawmakers trade both in exchange for political wins. So no, I do not support this bill. And if you truly believe that Black Lives Matter, then neither should you. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Vanessa.
Huh. What y'all be saying? Did she cook?
Because the first lady said she's white. She said the white supremacist.
The white supremacists. Y'all, these white saviors. They come with their capes on.
So how is it? Is there a black supremacist? Is there a Jewish supremacist? Is there a Mexican supremacist? And I'm gonna say this too. As long as you continue to think that they are superior, they got a hold on you.
Straight up.
Then they'll always be
What
superior.
they say, they living rent free in your
They
mind.
live in rent free in your mind.
Yeah, look
As
at that.
long as you continue to say that there is somebody superior to you, then guess what?
They will be.
They will be. They absolutely will be. And I believe Black Lives Matter, not in the sense that take away something,
Yeah.
but in the sense of, yes, all lives matter, but Black lives do matter. People do care about you, but do you care about yourself?
Straight up.
Do you want more for your community? Right now in with Chicago and Washington, D.C., that you have people who are ignorantly telling people, no, we don't need help.
We
We
help.
don't need help. We have it under
We
control.
got the gun line.
Right?
Tell them about the gun line,
And
boss.
so, no, y'all need some
There
needs to be some assistance.
Y'all been failing for quite some time.
And you're focusing on, and it's crazy because people are like, just focus on the good that the blacks are doing, but you can't because
I'm being shot at.
and
We're dying.
then the innocent children that are being killed, or the innocent mamas and daddies and stuff who are being killed,
They ain't even being real with themselves. They know their children be terrorists and they get on their own TV and online talking about they was a good boy.
like, nah, there's an issue.
No, they're terrible and they got it from you.
And I'll also state this: all criminals aren't black. I know that. Like Gothix said, criminals don't follow the law.
So why are y'all trying to make laws to regulate criminals?
Put them in jail. If
We
somebody
gonna fall victim to the laws that y'all are putting in place because we can no longer defend ourselves.
if somebody kills somebody, they need to be locked up.
Gone.
They don't need to be out and then do it again. Well, I don't know
Straight
how
up.
they got out.
Yeah,
Because
you do. You let them out.
What are you talking about?
You gave them a PR bond.
Like, what? They should, no, somebody killed somebody. They need to be locked up.
Yeah.
And then
If you kill somebody, you innocent. You guilty until proven innocent. We got to lock you up.
let's prove it. Let's go to court.
Straight up.
Exactly.
For real.
Jesus.
But with
Help
that being said, we're going to go ahead and get up out of here because gun control is stupid.
You got to control
You
the
need
gun.
you need people control.
No, control the gun. If you control the gun,
Guns don't kill people.
you got to control the
Stupid
gun.
people with guns kill people.
You got to control it.
And with that, we out of here. Love, peace, soul, Jesus.
Bye.
Straight up.